All right, so Marvel over the past few years has been doing these graphic novels, which are basically just member berries of the good old days. And actually, Peter David's been writing a lot of them. There's been the symbiote Spider-Man of Spider-Man in the black costume, and that got, I think, 2 or 3 volumes. And this is Joe Fixit, his new one, which takes place during his Incredible Hulk run, kind of towards the beginning of it, when he reintroduced the Hulk as the Gray Hulk, who went by Joe Fixit in Las Vegas for a while. Now, this art, I don't know the name, but it looks like one of those like studios that they hire overseas to like cheaply do things pretty well. I mean, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but it also like is not. There's not much to it. You can tell it was kind of phoned in. And so there it is. Wilson Fisk comes out here. Of course, he's heard of Joe Fixit and wants Joe Fixit to work for him. Peter Parker's out here during this time, and there was a crossover with Spider-Man during that Hulk run where Spider-Man and Peter Parker was selling a book of photos of Spider-Man, and he went back and then went and had his interaction with the Hulk. So I guess this takes place between those issues there. Now you see Fisk doing his thing against Joe Fixit, and it's fun. And here's the deal: Peter David like wrote this so that like you can plow through this whole series in about 15 minutes. There's not much to it. Fixit's there. He eventually gets mind controlled by Fisk, who's got an operative on him. Spider-Man kind of saves the day. And it's actually more of a Spider-Man story than it is the Hulk story. Like the Joe Fixit is there and it centers around him, but Spider-Man's really the hero who saves the day and starts all this and gets it going. Eventually, Crusher Kill's brought in, who is from the original Hulk issue, and that's why he shows up here. And there's some internal stuff between Bruce Banner and Joe Fixit in the mind there, and eventually Fisk is persuaded not to bother with it because the mind control breaks, and Spider-Man and Joe Fixit kind of kick his butt, and then they move on. So it's a bunch of villains get blasted at the end that are just kind of some member berries from both Spider-Man and the Hulk to bring them in, including Electro and Hydro Man, and they both decide to team up together. But as they do, their powers don't really work very well. And they actually put the first issue of that Hulk Joe Fixit run in the back to kind of reintroduce you to the character if you didn't know who he was. So all in all, it's all right. I mean, like I said, the art's serviceable. It's kind of that foreign cheap art they put on these things. Peter David's writing solid, but this is just a between issues kind of like member berries thing at the end of the day. It's cute. It was worth the read, worth some fun, good for some popcorn, but pretty average at the end of the day. So I give this a 7 out of 10, and I wish Mr. David luck, and I wish he'd be writing a lot more these days. We do miss his work on all of these Marvel books. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.